And participants now muted until you want to ask a question, and you can unmute yourselves. So we're going to start seated and kind of find your way, not too far forward, not too far back, just right on your sit bones, and begin to just sit up tall, soften your shoulders, and just close your eyes when you're ready. Just arrive into your practice. It's 9:05. We're starting a few minutes late, but we'll catch up. So finding already the balance here as you sit on your mat, and then beginning to find a nice even breath. Maybe it's an inhale of just a few, maybe 3 seconds, and an exhale of maybe 3 seconds. And just beginning to build upon that to find that center, that balance within yourself. So today's class is all about balance and all about strengthening the connective tissues in your body to find physical balance. And there is research being done, recent research being done, that is not only important to keep your muscles strong, but it is also equally as important to keep your connective tissues strong. So we're going to work a lot through tensegrity today, which is kind of pulsating through the motions to really strengthen and find this balance, this perfect place of where you're working hard and holding a posture and balance to strengthen the muscles, the connective tissues, your breath, finding that perfect place to just land, or perfect-ish place to land. And then I'd like you to go ahead and grab your towel now, please, and open your eyes. And we're going to start by just opening up through the shoulders. I'm going to get a little closer today. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Grab your towel, and I'd like you to bring it into the right hand or your strap, and let the strap just dangle behind you. And then just pull gently with the left hand down as you begin to find center in your chest. So now I'd like you to find center. So you found center in your sit bones. Now I want you to find center in your ribs. So not too much activation and not too much jarring out of the ribs, somewhere in between. And just welcome a few breaths there. Finding your center of your body physically. Searching and hunting through the tops of the head, through the bottoms of the toes. Excuse me. Good. And then go ahead, and I want you to lean over to the left. Lean to the left. Get heavy through the right hip. And just feel now through the right side of the body. All of this opening up laterally. And then get even heavier through the right hip. Lean a little bit more to the left. And just feel your skin stretch. Feel your skin stretch. Feel your muscles stretch. As you begin to gently awaken the body on the right side. And then go ahead and recenter out and switch arms. Take the strap into the left hand. I feel like this isn't as centered as I would like it to be. And then hold on to it with the right hand. And first we're just going down for pulling that left hand down with the strap. So some people can easily bind their hands here. If you're very flexible, if your shoulders aren't especially tight, you can do that, but I find it much easier and more accessible to do it with a strap. And then again, find the middle of your ribs, right? So you don't want to be splaying out into lower back. We want strong core to support strong hips, to support strong posture. Get heavy through your left hip now, and you're going to lean to the right. You can even turn your head slightly to the left. Just stretch it out. Feel the skin stretch particularly. And then going down layer by layer to kind of get curious about the connective tissues and the muscles. And really finding that that is equally as important as just strengthening the muscle. It's important to really activate so that they can bounce back when needed to, which is that youthful bounce, right? That we've all seen those skin commercials where you touch your face and it bounces right back because the collagen is so strong. That's what we want in our bodies too. And it's only through these types of movements that you can achieve so. I mean, there's supplements you can take and they are proven. The collagen does work, those pills. But this is a nice way to add in. Good. And then go ahead, come back up through center, get rid of the straps just for a little bit. We're gonna come back to it, of course. And then I'd like you to come into deer pose or 90-90 with the legs, left shin in the front. Right shin in the back, and I want them pretty spaced out to start. So 90-90 or deer pose is what they call it in yoga. And then hands to the hips. And then again, find your center with your chest. So generally, we kind of lean to the left here, scoop it up, pull your belly in, find your shoulders, your back, everything we've already opened up, and then press down through the right knee. You've got a deep internal rotation of the right hip, and then I want you to push down through the right knee a little more. Lift the right foot up. Yep, so the knee is on the ground, the right foot is up, awakening that strength, that internal rotation. And then lean to the left a little bit, lift the right leg up and extend it, and hover it all the way in front of you. And then bring it all the way back. Bring the right knee down to the ground, bring the right foot down to the ground. Good. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Lift the right foot up, find that internal rotation of the right hip. Begin to lift it, hover it, scoot it in the front of your body, continuing to hover, and then shift it all the way back. Good, so just bringing lots of mobility here. And then one more time, right foot up, belly tight, right knee up, bring it to the front. And then bring it all the way to the back into pigeon pose. So hands come down, but don't worry, we're not going all the way down. But just begin to shift. Your left hip can stay off of the ground. We're not going for full pigeon. I just want the right leg extended. Hands are under the shoulders, belly is tight. And then just bring the right heel up towards the booty. Just begin to find that connective tissue stretch in the front of the right hip. Just up and down, nothing too much, just enough. Good. And then replace the right foot down. Send the left shin back. Lift the right leg up. Good. Send the left arm up. Scoop the belly in again for balance. Then please bring the left hand down. Right toes down, stretch the calf. Again, your back is still straight, so if you can see yourself sideways in your cameras, that is usually helpful for me because I don't realize sometimes my back dips down. Good. Are we frozen or are you all very still? Okay, we're good. Just making sure. And then I want you to shift your left shin, the bent one, shift it sideways and come to the edge of the right foot and lift the right arm open. So my left foot is behind me. It's kind of a half plank here. And then reach the right hand over your ear and feel the skin stretch here. Yeah, scoop your belly in. And then I want you to squeeze the left glute. Excuse me, activate it. And then if you're still okay, lift the right leg up. Good. And then bring the right foot down. Lift the torso up over the left knee. Right hand to the right leg, lift the left arm over your head, feel the skin stretch on the left. And then we're gonna move just back and forth here. So we're gonna bring the left hand down, right hand over your head, right leg up. And just sway over to the right foot down. One more time. Good. And then I want you to bring the left hand to the floor, right hand over your head, and lift the right leg just, 4 inches off the ground, belly tight. Good. That in-between place. And squeeze the left glute. Come to the fingertips of the left hand. Get a straight line through the body. And then see if you can hover the left fingertips off the ground so that everything in the left leg is active. The right foot is hovering. The left fingers are hovering. Even if it's for a balance, just find that strength and that tensegrity. And then right foot down, hands come back to the front. And right knee meets the left knee, tabletop. Good. Deer pose to the left. Sitting down on your tush. Right shin in the front, left leg to the back, or 90-90 pose. You got it. Good. And then again, just whatever you'd like with your hands. If you need help, if you're really tight, you need a little lift here. But find that center where you're not leaning too far forward, back, or side to side. Yep. Soften your shoulders. Good. Now we have this nice relaxed external rotation of the right leg. Feel how different it feels. Press the left knee down. Lift the left foot up. Feel how much more challenging one side is or how much easier one side is versus the other. Foot comes down. And then 2 more times. Lift it up. Find that internal rotation. And this, of course, is another indication of what's to come, right, in your future poses. And then lift the left foot up. Here we go. Belly tight, hip flexors tight. Left leg lifts. Bring it to the front. and then bring it back and chill. Good, 2 more times. Left foot up. Just lots of connective tissue movement, functional movement that makes the movements to come a little bit more accessible. Good. You got it. Okay, now we're going to bring the right hand down, left arm up, and stretch it. And then bring the left hand in front of us, right hand in front of us, switch the left leg back. So lifted half, kind of hidden pose. I'm going to go sideways to make sure you guys are following me. And my right hip is way up, you guys. And then I'm going to bring the left heel to the booty. So getting through the connective tissue. So don't dump into the back, right? Back is still straight. The shoulders are reaching towards the hips. And we're just massaging out that left hip. Good. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and send the right knee back. Left leg up, right hand forward this time. Find just a small little balance again. Ooh, look at that ugly line that I made. I had to fix that real quick. And then we're bringing the right hand down, left toes down, stretch the calf. And then we're going to take the right shin to the side, left leg out, half of a plank pose, left arm over your head. So I'm going to face you. I want to be able to keep an eye on you. Good. So switching sides, of course, is what we're doing here. And then lift the left leg up. Good, and then bring the left foot down. Arms and torso over the hips, reach over the left leg and stretch. Right booty strong, and then coming all the way back down again and over the head. And then one more time, reaching over, just moving really naturally here. And then all the way back down. Good. Lift the left leg up again. Flex the toes towards you, scoop the belly in, squeeze the right butt cheek. Come to the fingertips of the right hand. And here we go for that hover. Seeing if we can hold balance, this teeter-totter motion, even if it's for a split second. Just this little challenge that provokes the And then right hand comes down, left knee comes down, tabletop. Okay. Keep the toes tucked in. Lift the hips high, come into your first downward dog. And then I want you to find center in your hips. So I don't want you to sway to the right or to the left. Just find that beautiful middle. And then without moving your hips left or right, I want you to take your left hand and reach for your right ankle. But don't sway. Good. And then reach the left hand forward, shift a little bit forward, and then left hand to the right ankle again. But don't lose that pattern of right in the middle. Shift forward, and then back one more time. Shift forward, left hand to the right ankle again. Stay centered and turn the chest to the right. But keep your hips right in line. Keep your toes pointing forward. Keep your tailbone reaching high. Scoop your belly in. Good. And then bring the left hand down. Good. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So find middle. Arms activated, belly activated, gaze to the navel. Right hand to the left ankle. Find your middle. We tend to slightly shift the hips to the left. Try not to. And then reach the right hand forward, just a half of a plank forward. And then again, we go back. And then forward. Just building some heat, some flow, some strength. And one more time to the front. And then last time to the ankle, to the middle. And right hand down, downward dog. Take the right foot now, please, and bring it in between your hands. And lower the left knee down. Good. Shift the hips forward, scoop your belly in, and lift the arms up over your head, palms together, and feel the connective tissue stretching now on the left side of your hip. Squeeze the right butt cheek a little bit more. Find the ribs not splaying out or too much in, just enough. And then bring your gaze up. Good. And then go ahead and bring your hands over to your hips. Lean back a little bit into your hips. Step your right foot forward to the side to 90 degrees. So my right knee is out of my right hip. I'm really regretting wearing long sleeves, you guys, but that's okay. Squeeze your butt cheeks in. Bring your right elbow to the inside of the right thigh. Just a gentle pushing as you of the elbow into the thigh, and thigh pushing into the elbow to find that strength, and lift the left arm up on a diagonal and move to the top. Just find this beautiful stretch. And then get creative here, right? So maybe the left hand moves over your head, feel the skin stretch, and then back over the shoulder just a few times. Just feel what there is within the skin of the body. Good. And then go ahead and bring the right hand up to meet the left hand. Bring the arms down in front. Keep the right foot where it is. And walk them forward, send the hips back. Kind of like an awkward child's pose. And then again, get creative here. Walk your hands over to the left. See what that does to the right side of your back. And then back through the middle, maybe over to the right. And maybe moving the hips a little bit here. So the feet are all aligned with the knees, so you can't do this wrong. And then coming back through the center, grab your strap and come all the way back up to standing on the left knee and right foot. You're going to hold the strap in the left hand and hold the strap on the bottom part now with the right hand, and walk those hands close to one another again. Excuse me. Push your head into the elbow. Get that left hand a little lower. And then you're going to reach over to the right. Feeling again now the core strong, the connective tissue strong, the right foot pushing into the ground, just stretching over. And then come all the way back up through center. Bring the right foot in front of you again to that low lunge. Shift the hips forward. And then belly tight and add a little baby back bend. Head is kind of resting here in the left elbow. Good. And then come all the way back up. Keep the strap where it is. Tuck the left toes in. Lift the left knee up. Scoop the belly. And belly is tight. And again, add a little back bend. Feel the skin stretch. Re-straighten the torso. Bring the left heel down. You're now in a warrior two stance. And then reach back with the body towards the left leg. And then forward towards the right knee. Back towards the left leg, reverse warrior two. Forward towards the right knee. And one more time, reverse it. And forward. Bring the hands down, release the strap. Step it back to a plank or downward dog. If you're in plank pose, lower down to the mat. Untuck the toes, cobra. And then downward dog we go. Taking a few breaths to recalibrate. To feel the difference, the shift in the hips, the resilience of the body, to kind of bounce back to center. Good. Okay, here we go. Right hand reaches to the left ankle. Keep the body centered. We're going through the belly here, the core to reactivate middle. Right hand forward. That's one. Reach it back to the ankle. Reach forward two. Ankle. Reach forward. And three. Hand down. Left hand to the right ankle. One. Reach forward. Reach back. Two. And forward. Really stay centered, you guys. This is your core. This builds your ability to do those extra hard poses. Downward dog. Okay, we're going to bring the left foot forward now. And bring the right knee down. Shift the hips forward. Squeeze the left glute. Feel the stretch of the skin on the right hip. Find the back straight, belly tight. We're going to do one breath. Inhale all the way up. Hands meet, gaze up. And then exhale, hands down. Grab your strap. The strap now goes in the, I hope I do this right. Right hand, that's correct. Right hand. Bring the left hand to hold it in the back. Find your belly. Hips go forward. Head into the middle of the right elbow the best that you can. And then scooping that belly, those hips together, inhale out of back bend. And then exhale, release it. One more time, add a back bend. And release it. We're gonna reach to the left, stretch through the right side of the body, belly is tight. And then just like that really youthful collagen, bounce right back up through center. One more time, reach to the left. Maybe turn your head to the right this time. And then come all the way back up through center. Okay, find center again, tuck the right toes. Here we go, we're asking the legs to do a lot of work here, a lot of power. Lift the right knee up. So your hands are tied, so you really need to use those leg muscles here. Good. Add one back bend, the right leg stays straight, the left hip stays low. Good, and come all the way back up. One more time, add a back bend, find stability. And release. Okay, bring the right heel down, warrior two. Here we go. We're gonna reach it back, reverse warrior two, and then reach it forward. Kind of like a side angle here. And then again, reaching it back. And reaching it forward. Good. Let's add an extra one, just in case. Reach it back. And reach it forward. And then bring the hands down to the floor. Adjust the right heel forward. Step it back, downward dog or plank. It's of course your time here to practice what you wish to do with the body. And to stay true to the energy that you're going to give to the practice today, depending upon what you've got in store today. And then take 3 breaths. Actually, let's take 5 to again recalibrate. So listen to the breath, even it out, even inhale. Ooh, that's a sexy hairdo. I'm talking to myself. And exhale. And then again, we're going to step the right leg in between our hands, please. We're going to bring the left knee down. Walk the hands back, straighten the right leg, lift the right toes, stretch the back of the right thigh. Okay, and then we're going to move forward and back here. So we're going to reach the right toes forward. It's kind of tight here in the ankle, and then reach the toes up. And just move like this now, trying to get in through the connective tissues of the right leg. Forward and back. Good, and then keep the right toes down. Come back into that low lunge. Walk the hands forward. Lift the left knee up. Step the left foot halfway forward. Enough to where both heels come down. Good, and then I want you to come to the ball of the left foot. So the left heel comes back up now. So first the heel was down. It was just enough stance here to where you could lift your arms and be fine. But now I want you to lift the left heel. And then I'd like you to bring your belly in a lot, straighten the back out, hands to the hips, and lift up. Super strong through the right leg. Good. And then we're going to shift back the left heel and lift it up. So we're just going to go rocking forward and back, finding your balance. And then the next time that your left heel lifts up, stay there. Pull the left knee into the belly, come to standing on the right leg. Hands stay on the hips, shoot the left leg all the way back for warrior three. Bring the left toes down again. Straighten the right leg. Heel comes down and then up of the left foot. Heel down and up, just finding balance and strength through the right leg. Left knee up in front of the belly again. Find your center, your belly in, your ribs in, the right leg tall, left leg back, warrior three. Left leg over to the right for a curtsy, bend your knees low, or whatever you've got today. Come back up, left leg, warrior three. Back to a curtsy, both knees low. And warrior three. We're doing 3 knees, by the way. All the way out. Warrior three. And then left knee up in front of the belly. Okay, we're going to go left leg out to the side now. So we turn this way so you guys can see the camera. See me on camera. Left leg out to the side. Left toes up. Chest high. Yeah, get some space. And then we're going to really load this right leg. Lift it all the way up, knee in front of the chest. That's 1. All the way down, so this is skandasana. All the way, drag it halfway up. 2. Yep. Out to the side, toe can be up. Drag the left heel halfway in, knee up. Yeah, it's wobbly, me too. And then all the way back, warrior 3. Left toes down, left heel down, right leg straight. And then here we go. Lift the left heel and lower it. Lift the left heel, the right leg should start to fatigue and lower it. Left heel and lower it. Warrior 3, left leg up. So the right knee can keep a slight bend or completely straight, it depends on your bones. Left knee in front of the chest. We've got one more movement. God help us all. Left leg's gonna go forward this time. Lower the right knee. Yep, so it's kind of a half pistol and come all the way up. That's 1. Gosh, my balance is not on cue today. Half pistol. 2, knee up. Last one. Load it, hips back. And 3. Good. Left leg back again, halfway. Shift forward this time, back straight. Hands to the floor. Lengthen the spine. Top of the head towards the ankle. Right leg back, downward dog. Stretch it out. Okay, lift the right leg up to the sky. Circle out the right ankle, just stretch it. Feel all those connective tissues, maybe particularly in the lower part of the right leg. And then lift the right leg a little higher. And then bring it right back down to meet the left. Bring the right heel down. Lift the left leg up and just hold there. Bend the right knee and then straighten it. Yes, the right knee. Bend the right knee and then straighten it. Last one. And then we're going to bring that left foot forward. To do it all over again on the right or the left side. Okay, so bring the right foot halfway forward. Get the right heel down so that you know this is your landing point. Make sure you've got that space around your mat again. And then we're just going to rock forward and back. So lift the right heel and then lower it. Make sure you're keeping your hips in line. So even as we were doing those downward dog reaches for the ankle, you're trying to keep everything centered. This is your key to balance. Good. Okay, now we're going to bring the right heel down. Shift the weight into the left. Hands to your hips. Find your balance. Find your drishti, your gaze forward. And we lift up warrior 3. So right leg up now. Bringing that same balance into the left leg, belly tight. Right toes flexed. Chest reaching forward. Left leg tall. Right knee in front of the chest. Good. Here we go. Curtsying over to the left. Bring the right toes over to the left. Come low. Right back up. Right knee in front of the belly. That's 1. Bringing it back to the left. Come low or your vulnerability. 2. Recalibrating. Each time you come up, right knee in front of the belly. And 3. Okay, send the right leg back. Warrior 3. Back straight. Right toes, right heel on the floor. Shift. Lean forward with the back. Find your belly tight. Rock forward onto the right ball of the foot. And bring the right heel down. And bring it forward. So we're just really training that tensegrity of the left leg, the front and the back. I'm sure you can feel it. Good. And then begin to shift the weight into the left leg again. Maybe a slight bend. Right leg up again, warrior 3. Right knee in front of the chest. Here we go. We're going to the right now, skandasana. Really big lunge. And bring it all the way in. Drag the right foot halfway forward, knee up. Right leg out again. Lunge into it, left toes up, chest high. And drag it halfway up and in. That's 2. All the way to the right again. Shift the hips low, keep the chest high. God, that was an awful example. Drag it in, knee up. Right leg all the way back, warrior 3. Hips stay strong, left hip stays strong, and strengthen. Okay, right knee up in front of the chest. So here's the the killer now of the glute, the half pistol squat. So now we go forward, right? Lower the left hip, right heel can go forward. You can even put the right heel on the floor, you guys. Right knee up, that's one. Half pistol. Hey, they don't keep this work. Hang on. And up. Last one, pistol. Such a sad example of a pistol. And 3. Right leg back. Right toes down, right heel down. Almost there, you guys. Here we go. Lift the right heel. And lower it. Last loading of the left side. 2, heel up and lower it. Keep those hips centered. Right heel up and lower it. Good. Hands to the floor. Both legs straight. If you need a bend, I'd prefer the back one. I'm sorry, the front one. Nose towards the ankle. Yep, belly rests on the leg. Hands go flat. Good. Okay, and then we're going to sweep that left leg back, downward dog. Recalibrate the arms, the belly, the vision, the gaze. Left leg up to the sky. Circle it out. Release all of that you just did. And then left leg down. Lift the right leg up. Maybe lift and lower the heel. Stretch out the hips, whatever feels good. And then right leg down. Downward dog. And 5 breaths. Feel the strength in both of your legs that you just built with the heat. Very subtle movements here, but very powerful movements. Hug the elbows towards one another, like downward to the center of the mat. And then I'd like you to please step the right foot forward again. Good. Bring the left knee down. Shift the hips back, lift the toes. And now let's go ahead and bring the left hand under the shoulder, lift the right arm open. Keep the hips centered, so don't let them sway to the left or to the right, right in the middle. Gaze goes up to the thumb. Good. And then right hand down. Walk your hands back, bring the heel with you, sit on your left heel. If that's impossible to do, just lower down your left hip and just go with the right leg out in front of you, the left knee out to the side, because I know not everyone has the best of knees. Otherwise, you're seated on the left heel. Good. And we're going to reach the arms, the chest, all the way forward towards the right leg. Just stretching it out. So wherever you are. And then go ahead and make your way back into that low lunge, walk it forward. Bring the left shin, right, out to the side again. And then walk your hands onto the right leg. So the left foot is kind of behind the right ankle. Walk your hand onto the right thigh. Bring the right hand onto the right quadricep again. Lift the left arm up. And reach it all the way up. Torso over the hips. Left arm down to the floor. Right hand over your head. Lift the right leg up. And hold. And then we're going to reach back, find the ankle or the foot, and stretch it. Push the foot into the hand into the foot. Squeeze the glutes. Good. And then release the right foot down to the ground. Toes pointed toward the side of the mat. Belly tight. Lift it all the way up. Come back into that runner's lunge. Lift the left knee up. Swing the right leg all the way back and up to the sky, 3-legged dog. And downward dog. Recenter the hips, the chest, and the body. Okay, left leg is going in between the hands. And then the right knee comes down. Walk the hands back, shift the left toes up into that runner's lunge. And then go ahead and bring the left toes down, or bring the left toes down. Bring the right shin to the side of the mat. Walk the hands forward. Bring the left hand or left forearm onto the left leg. Lift the right arm up and stretch over to the left. Hips are strong. And then we're gonna bring the right arm right underneath the right shoulder, or right hand right underneath the right shoulder. And lift the left arm up. Good. Belly tight again. Okay, lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee, find the ankle. Stretch it back, push the foot to the hand, hand into the foot, belly tight. So my right hand's on the floor, I'm holding my left ankle now. Left foot really. And then release the left foot down. Swing your arms, your hips, or your chest all the way up and forward, back to that runner's lunge. Right toes creep to the back of the mat. And then bring the right knee up, so the left toes kind of shift down, so you're in this like half of the split. And left leg up to the sky and back. Three-legged dog. Left leg beside the right leg, downward dog. Find the middle, belly tight, arms come down. Close your eyes. I almost omitted something, and I just recalled it, so we'll get there now. Okay, we're gonna bring the knees coming down to the ground. Bring the left foot in between your hands. Shift your hips onto the right heel or onto the hips and bring the right foot forward, connecting. So wherever you are, it's either seated on the right heel or seated all the way on the hips. Lengthen and then fold over the left leg to stretch it out. Head comes forward to the top of the foot. And then from here, bring your hands down by your hips, swing both legs out in front of you. So what would balance be without a little bit of Navasana? So we're gonna start with the hands by the hips, lift the heels up, bring the knees close to the chest, and then extend the legs straight as you can get them. Toes flex towards you. Arms come up maybe in front of your chest, over your head. Really depends on your back. So if you feel it too much on your back, you can even bring your elbows down, hands lower, whatever it is that works for you. And then we're going to begin to move kind of like what we did at the very beginning for balance. I see some of us moving back and rolling all over. We're going to come into deer pose to the right. So without using your hands, legs swing out to the right. And don't worry, we're going to do this a few times. Again, without using your hands, shift that right leg up, left leg up, Navasana. Right, so we're going to do that 3 times. So no hands, left foot down, right foot down, lean forward. Lift it all the way up, right leg to the front, left leg up, Navasana. Hands can be upright, I find that kind of helpful actually right now. Left foot down, right leg back, lean forward. Last one, lift the chest, reach the right leg up, reach the left leg up, and hold. 3, legs higher, 2, and 1. Okay, hold the legs out to the right one last time for the deer pose or 90-90. And I want you to squeeze your belly in, lean halfway forward and hold. Reach the hands back and find the strength here in your spine. Press the right knee into the ground, right foot into the ground, left knee into the ground, and left foot into the ground. Belly tight. Good. And then we can go ahead and lift all the way up. I want you to swing without using your hands, your right knee to rest on top of the left knee. So you come into Gomukhasana, or right knee on top of the left knee, and the feet can be kind of wide here. And grab your strap if it's close by. You're going to hold the strap in the left hand, bring the left hand to the middle of your back, or your towel, whatever you have. And you don't have to be super perfect here with the right knee on top of the left. Whatever you can manage to bring the stretch into the right connective tissues. Okay, and then walk your hands towards one another wherever you are. If you can get rid of the strap by now, by all means, more power to you, belly tight. Okay, here we go. Push down through the legs, through the hips, the right hip and the left hip, lean forward. Keep your chin off your chest. Flex your toes. Breathe in and out. And then rise again with your inhale. Okay, we're going to reach over to the left, to the right. Push your head into your left forearm, reach over to the right, stay heavy with the left hip. And lift it all the way back up. Reach over to the left. Let's see what happens here, if it works. I'm not loving this side so much, but it was worth a try. And then kick it all the way up. Okay, go ahead and release the strap now. We're gonna swing the right, ooh, release the arms. Swing the right leg all the way back. Hands in front of the left shin. Tuck the right toes. Lift it up, come to plank pose. We're gonna reach the hips, or we're gonna kind of slide the hips over to, swing the hips over to the right, come to the edges of the feet, lift the left arm. And I'd like you, if you feel firm enough, to open the chest up to the ceiling, stretch that left arm out. And then bring the left arm down, or left hand down under the left shoulder. Reach the hips over to the left, bring the feet down on their edge, lift the right arm up and turn. And then bring the hands down. Bring the knees down. And we're gonna come to deer pose to the left now. So you're gonna swing both, you're gonna bring your hips down, swing both legs over to the left. So we did the right, so now we're just facing left. And then hands off of the ground, onto your hips. Find your middle. See if it's much easier, or even just a tiny bit easier, now to kind of find center, because when you first come into these poses, you're kind of like, ooh, this is icky. Okay, here we go. So now that you've got your feet over to the left, your knees are pressing down, your feet are pressing down. We're gonna swing that left leg up, and then right leg up, Navasana. And then again, find that place you want your arms to go. So up here is most advanced, legs highest, most advanced, toes flexed, legs straight, going in. And then hands to the hips, legs deer pose to the left. We got 3 of these. Oh, add the come forward. This is the part that feels really nice. Good, and then pushing all the way up. Left leg leads, right leg comes up. Find your pose, 5 seconds. And then hands come to the hips. Make your way. Lean forward. This is 2, maybe it's 3, whatever. And all the way up again, Navasana. This is the last Navasana, I can tell you that. Good job. At least I can see everybody's feet saying you guys are doing it. And then last deer pose, right foot to the right, left foot to the left, I'm sorry. And lean forward. Good. And then come all the way up with the torso. We're gonna bring that left knee on top of the right knee. Swing it forward, no hands. And then grab the straps. Grab the strap into the right hand. Grab the strap into the middle of the back, left hand. And then find that opening. Try not to jar the ribs open. Keep it, passive, but active. Passive and active doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean. Find your middle. Okay, here we go. Stay heavy through the right hip. Reach to the left. Look up towards the elbow. Feel that nice release through that hip. And then coming up through center. Chin off the chest, belly tight. Toes active. And forward. Oh, sugar. And then lift up the torso. And because we did this weird one on the other side, you have to do it here. Lean to the right. This is called Gomukhasana. And lifting it all the way up. Oh, okay, get rid of the strap. Swing the left leg all the way back. Hands in front of the right shin. Lift the left knee. Coming back to plank pose. This time we're going to add a chaturanga to downward dog. Or just downward dog, otherwise chaturanga. Tuck the toes, up dog or cobra. And then downward dog for 5 breaths. So your body should feel solid right now. Your whole body should be just active and strong. The connective tissues just all integrated. Everything has been loved. Everything has been nourished. Everything has had some rebound to it, a chance to rebound for yourself. Good. Couple more breaths. And then we're gonna lift the right leg up to the sky. Bend the right knee, scoop the belly in, stay middle with the arms, back stays straight, and only the right knee lifts up. The left leg stays center right inside the deep connective tissues of the left hip bone. Push through the right hand and the left hand. Good. Flex the right toe and point out, so just go back and forth with that right ankle. And then re-straighten the right leg out. Come high onto the left ball of your foot. High. Hug that. So here, a lot of people kind of just dump in the armpits, do this weird thing, their shoulders shrug forward. Unshrug them. Connectively attach them again. Right? So having that rotator cuff supported. And I want you to pulse the right leg up high on the ball of the left leg. So pulse the right heel up. 2, 3, we're going to do 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right knee forward behind the right wrist. And now finally settle into your pigeon pose. So right hip comes onto a block, a blanket, or the floor, whatever you've got accessible in your body. And then just lay it down. Let the head turn to the right, rest your cheek. And come in to an inhale of 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 4. And exhale for 4. Good, and then go ahead and lift up the head. Bring the hands down to support you. Lift the left knee up. Downward dog, send the leg back. Come back to the even inhale of 4, exhale of 4. And then see if you can add an extra exhale. So it's an inhale of 4, exhale of 5 now. One more round. Good, and then lift the left leg up to the sky. Come up high onto the ball of the right foot. And really stretch that left leg out. Hug those armpits down, stop dumping into the bones. Use your muscular attachments here. And then we're going to pulse the left leg up for 10. Belly tight. Left leg's pulsing, you're high on the ball of the right foot. And then here we go, left knee comes forward. Right behind the left wrist, bring the shin horizontal to the front, right knee down, right toes untucked. Lower the left hip, relax, turn your head to the left. Soft inhale. And exhale. If you can manage your energy to get back into the calming of the nervous system, as we recalibrate everything, do that inhale of 4, exhale of 5. If it's time for you to do inhale of 4, maybe exhale of 6, that might be even more of an advantage for you. There might be some shaking in the body, that's good. Using the breath to bring the physical body more into balance, the stability found right at the center of acceptance. Acceptance of where you physically are in your practice. And any little bit of change, knowing it's bringing you closer to more balance, more steadiness. With the next inhale, lift your head, lift your chest. Swing your right leg forward and come into cobbler pose. So the bottom of the feet together, the back really straight. And then again, not leaning too far back or too far forward, find that nice middle. Stay heavy through the left hip, bring the right elbow onto the right thigh, lift the left arm up. Turn to the left and feel all of this deepness into the right hip flexors, the back, the side of the body. Maybe hold on to the right toe with the right fingers. Open the chest up a little bit deeper to the ceiling. And then I'd like you to lift all the way up and bring the right hand to the left knee, push it down. Push it down and continue to reach to the right. Then bring the left hand to your lower back. Grab the right hip if possible. Center the body weight, twist left. Push the knee down. And then recenter. Come back to the middle. Okay, find that leaning forward, leaning back, and then just right. Belly tight. Left elbow down or left forearm down to the left thigh. Lift the right arm and lean. Get heavy through the hip, the right hip. Back straight, navel strong. Right arm straight. Gaze is up at the ceiling. Good. Bringing some normalcy into our lives. Good, and then go ahead and bring that left hand to the right knee, push it down. Turning to the ceiling. Right arm reaches up, and then to the lower back, maybe grab the left inner thigh. So left hand on the right knee, push it down and turn. So we're really trying to open up the chest here as you push the right knee down. Good, and then coming back towards the middle, bring the knees together, grab behind your thighs, and lower yourself down to the floor. Open the arms up wide like a T. And just rock your knees left and right to steadiness. Feel the work you did through the right and the left hip. The back, the chest, and the arms. And then bring the knees back up your center. And kind of find that natural curve in the lower back. So I don't want you to flatten it just yet. Just bring the natural curve there. And then bring your elbows down. I'd like you to press into your elbows or your forearms and lift the chest to come to the top of the head, so you're in fish pose. And now fish pose is too much for whatever issue. Your neck is opening up here. You could also roll the top of your mat up so that it has a few inches of diameter, and just bring it to your bra strap, bring your head on the ground, and you still have a little bit of a back bend here in the chest. So whatever you choose to go for. Let's do one even inhale. Then exhale to gently release the head back down to the floor. Now I'd like you to flatten your lower back into the ground and hover the heels. Feel strong, keep your shoulders down. And then extend the legs all the way out, Shavasana, let it go. Roll the palms up to the ceiling. Let the toes just open up wide. And just listen to your breath. Listen to your breath as it soothes the connective tissues. You feel that bounce back, that stillness after activation of maybe muscles we don't generally move out and in from. We kind of rely on other areas of strength that's centered. But today we tried to creep into all the little corners of the body so that no matter what happens, as you lose balance on your way, you can quickly bounce back, like that collagen. So if you can, welcome that inhale of 4, exhale of 6, inhale of 4, and exhale of 6. Just a few more breaths. Taking a moment right now on this particular Wednesday to feel how the body supports you, how your mobility Your repetition of the practice of your breath supports you. One breath at a time, one day at a time. And just for a few moments now at the end, let the earth support you and feel held. Take one more breath of checking in. Take a moment to reflect on how you're feeling, how you're doing, and be satisfied, balanced, and steady. With the next breath, maybe flex your fingers in towards your palms, flex your toes in towards the middle of your feet. Go ahead and bend your knees. Love up on yourself a little bit. Bring your knees to your chest. Good job, each and every single one of you joining with us today. Roll to the side and make your way up to center. Roll your neck out a few times once you're up. And allow yourself to just stack one bone over the other, back to where we started. Feeling a little bit more joyous, full, functionally able, be able to bounce back with ease. Thank you for playing with me. Namaste, everybody. Let me pause the recording.